in Yonkers and Nebraska. Hello everyone, this is good old Transit Fans. I am back. So, as we've been talking about for the past months or so, or many months, in regards to the R211A, the R211T, and the R211S, which are the three R211 model types. So yeah, folks, I'll be talking in regards a lot about all the R211As, the R211s in general, the R211T and S, of course, from Staten Island. So, yeah, so I'll be focusing a lot about all the production cars and in regards to the possible train assignments, because I've been hearing so many things about that for sure. So, all right, guys, so let's start from the time that I left off when the R211 in general were actually on hold, ever since October's incident that happened, with the gearboxes, those flats that happened to the consistent fleet of 4085 to 4089, and of course there was a couple of them that were affected as well. So they had to basically, sideline all those cars except the pilot train, of course. So all the rest of those 6 production cars that they had in October were sidelined. But eventually, in the several months, they started to appear, slowly. So you're looking from October all the way through January. They actually took away the pause, because since October, there was a pause in the delivery in regards to the R211A in general and any other deliveries, that was going on. Possibly, and also the R211S. Yeah, so in regards to the R211 delivery, it was on pause, ever since October through January. So you're talking about a 3-month period they had on a pause. But they're back, of course. Ever since January, they've been doing deliveries. So the last production car that arrived was I think it was in October also, which was the series of 4130 to 4139. That was the last one that they had back in October. Ever since January, when it came, we had more cars coming. So in February, we have seen a couple of them to actually come. So you're talking about the numbers of 4165 to 4169, which was attached with 4145 to 4149. So you got there actually one production car set there. And that was back in February, when they had them finally arrive. Then the one next to that, I believe, was 4140 to 4144, attached with 4160 to 4164. That was the second set in the month of February, folks. So those 2 sets actually arrived in February. Then there was more production cars that came after that. So of course, the next one I believe was 4190 through 4199, which also arrived in March. So that's the month after. And next to that one was actually 4170 through 4179. That was the second set in the month of March I'm talking about, folks, okay? So now we got all those 4 sets that arrived from the month of February all the way to the month of March. And, because the MTA, I guess they had to do some catch up. Which they had a lot of these burning testing sets too as well. All those cars that I mentioned were doing burning testing ever since February through March and even till now in April, which I'll talk to you right now this month. Now, the weird thing that I thought happened at the end, I remember March 30th, which I thought that's how it was, because I thought it was 3 sets actually they had for that month. Because the one that arrived was actually 4180 to 4189 that arrived. Technically, looking at it, I thought it was March 30th, but it actually, I don't know what happened that day. Something must have happened to that set that they had to put it maybe out of service, and then it appeared on April 12th actually of this month for that set. So I guess, I don't know if that was the case, or maybe it didn't really happen on March 30th, but it happened on April 2nd actually. I guess they were going by Dimitri's, 2 sets per month, I guess, which that's what probably happened, I guess. They didn't want to do more than 2. Even though that's going to even delay more of the process, to tell you that, folks, if we're going to see production cars. So yeah. But right now, as of this month of April, they still have a couple of them that actually arrive at the MTA property. So we have now the series, let's put it this way, 4150 to 4159 right now at this moment, ever since a month ago, has been doing testing in Jamaica because of the CPT. So they are, they're having it over there for now, which that one was supposed to arrive actually before 4180 to 4189 in this month of April on the 2nd. So I don't know what happened, that they decided to skip that one and just leave it in Jamaica for now, so it can continue doing burning testing, where it looks what is happening, to be honest. Which is a good thing, because now they're making sure that 8th Avenue CPT will be working properly. So they're testing it in Queens Boulevard, just to make sure that the CPT is capable of handling the R211 in general too, just like the R160 that we have in Queens Boulevard, right? So it's over there for now. So we don't know when it's gonna go to the A train. That's set. But right now we have the other ones that are coming. So let's talk about the other ones too as well that have arrived and are doing burning testing right now, folks. So we got 4200 to 4209. That is the first of the 4200s that have arrived and have been doing burning testing on the A line. As well as another set that also arrived, which will be the 4210 to 4219, has been doing burning testing for about over a week right now, I could say, or basically about 2 weeks right now, I think. And this is since April 9th. They've been doing burning testing actually on that set. So, which means that the 4200s, the low series one, 4200 to 4209, will be the next one that will be arriving on the A line, which will be possibly next week, I could say. It's a possibility it might arrive before the end of April, because they've been doing for a couple of weeks already now. I could say probably over 2 weeks right now, to be honest, because right now the other one is already doing 2 weeks right now, I think. So that one should be coming soon, which will be the 14th set. And then the next one after that, which I mentioned, will be the 15th set. So we got so far 2 sets right now, besides the one in Jamaica that's doing testing. So that one could be excluded for now, because it's not running on the A train yet for some reason, because they want to make sure that's capable of running on CPT, So yeah. So then this is the thing. They have basically 3 of them in general, you could say, doing burning testing. One that's doing testing in Jamaica, the other 2 are on the 8th Avenue line, through the A in general, all over the A, doing burning testing. And we also have other production car sets which will be also doing burning testing next. And that's going to be the sets of 4220 to 4229, right? The next one, and the other half is the 4230 to 4234. Now I haven't heard anything about the 40. Hold on a second. The 40. Wait, hold on. Sorry. The 4235 to 4239, which is the next of the 5-car sets that should be arriving, possibly. And I'm thinking that set will probably arrive once the 4200s start doing revenue service, which will be the first one, of course, as I mentioned, the 4200 to 4209. That one will probably come once they get more of the production cars coming up. So remember, folks, the MTA, they're behind a little bit now since that pause that happened from October to January. So you're talking about a 3-month period they had. But even so, they had that time period, they were still producing on building the cars anyway. So you're talking about right now, they might be around the 4300s now already, to be honest, in Yonkers and Nebraska.